Baltimore Ravens.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. On the move to his left. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
No, we changed it. 13. Hey! What's up?
Throwing is Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. Now a second down and 6. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's punted out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On third down, Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Ravens at 10-4 on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And let's remember that last week that this offense, they played about as well as they possibly could play. Touchdown after touchdown. They were absolutely unstoppable in that game. They'll be hard-pressed to do it again, repeat that type of performance. But, boy, were they sensational just a week ago. 2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. Down inside the 10. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now receiver in motion left. Dobbins. Not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
No, we changed it.
Here's Jackson to throw. And in for the Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Let's go now.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
13. Hey, come on.
throwing on first down. It's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. They'll run with Dobbins. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Ravens lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this? Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
He's got room at the 30. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Now Jackson on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Coming up on 2nd and 7. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens take a 3-touchdown lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Edwards. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They go play action here on first down. It's Edwards again. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bryan Edwards, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, middle.
Jackson. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work, because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right and then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Again, Jackson being chased out left. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. He'll drop to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Jalen Armour-Davis in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive.
Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Jackson on first down. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, 73 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop them with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Back to throw here. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty.
That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens are able to add on to their first half lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the rout is on here this first half. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
They'll look to throw here on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, the runner heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. But down this big, we know that they need touchdowns instead of field goals, but now it's add insult to injury because they can't even get the 3, Charles, on the excellent block there by the special teams.
And it certainly felt to me like the special teams consider themselves an extension of the defense, which has played well for them. They have a nice cushion. They didn't want to allow any points, any opportunity to cut into their lead. A big-time play by those guys on that side of the ball.
Report!
From the gun, Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. The slot man in motion right. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They'll set up to throw. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got him on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Yo. Hey.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown. Jalen Tolbert, 31 yards. And the Ravens take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And Jackson throwing once more. He's got it complete to Tolbert. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Hey, middle.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds.
Hey, report. Change it. You. Go ahead.
To throw is Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Ravens are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And
he's got a man complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 60 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Touchdown, Falcons!
Touchdown.
Brian Edwards, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Koo able to connect on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here. He's got a man complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Now Jackson on first down. Buying time to his left. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson dancing to his left. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 12-yard line. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
No, we changed it.
Jackson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Report!
Now Jackson out to his left. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain.
Forward.
Jackson going to run, and he is going absolutely nowhere, in the wrong direction. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 4th down.
Here we go, set. Black shot.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got his man. It's London. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And just a yard to go here on second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And some room to maneuver. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Gets this to Ferkser, the tight end. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Jackson's going to throw it. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens come up with a late turnover, but it will probably